So I am Sydney Eppinger of Stamford Office Furniture. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about me and just give you some background before I get started. So I think it's important to know people's motivations and why I love my job so much. So I know Teresa always says at some point, I am Teresa and I love insurance. Well, I love furniture. I'm a fourth generation commercial furnishings in the commercial furnishings industry, and I love what I do. If you look to the left, you'll see a little arrow pointing to Julius Eppinger. That is my great grandfather, and he is standing with Ray Eames, DJ Dupree, George Nelson, icons in the mid-century modern furniture industry. And he was Herman Miller's very first sales representative. And he kind of created the model for Herman Miller and their sales industry. And I'm really, really proud of that. And I'm really proud to be his great granddaughter. And if you look to the right, that's my dad. And he is sitting in an Eames molded rocking chair that Charlie Eames, Ray and Charlie Eames are icons in the industry. Charlie Eames gave that rocking chair to my grandmother when she had my dad as a gift. So it's really, really, it makes my heart explode that I'm in the same industry working for a company that is so ingrained in my family's history. And it's one of those things that when I wake up every morning, I'm filled with such a sense of pride to be carrying on something that my family has been doing for so long. It's in my blood. And to me, furniture is not just something that you plop into a room. Furniture in the office space or in a home can help solve problems. I can tailor things to inspire creativity, productivity, performance, and spark a little happiness, which I love. So a little bit about Stamford Office Furniture. We've been around since 1978. We're a family-owned business. We're then and still are. In 2019, we did 25 million in sales. So we have 25 people on our team. We're a small business, so we're small enough to treat every client like they're our only client, but we're large enough to handle any project because we have an amazing support team, and every project is a group project. Stamford Office Furniture is a Herman Miller certified dealer. There are only 49 in the country, and it's really tough to keep and to earn those credentials in the first place. An audit by Herman Miller confirmed Stamford Office Furniture best in class in terms of operations, finance, product knowledge, leadership, and marketing. And the certified dealer status means that no matter where the project is, we have a really good friend nearby that we can call on to provide quick service, warranty, help, whatever we need in order to provide ongoing support. So I wanted to share with you the wide variety of clients that we service. As I kind of mentioned before, Herman Miller has a huge portfolio of clients that we serve. So let's go on to the more visually appealing stuff in the presentation. Our goal is to always outfit our client space to exactly what they need now, but also to help them with their future growth. So our clients locally include Stamford Hospital, White Plains Hospital, and SEMA 4, which is coming into Stamford. We won that bid, which was huge for us. And when we present those bids, we always show them, this is what we can do for you now, which you asked for, but this is also how we can help you grow. And this is how, with what's currently going on in the world, we can help you adapt to anything. Private offices can take many appearances. We can customize them all, which commercial furniture, that's what we do. But also with everyone working from home, we're able to take that private office, put it into people's home space fairly easily, which has really been wonderful for us. As far as conference rooms, it's been really interesting with what's going on because of COVID. Typically what you see on your screen here is what we had been doing for conference rooms. Now, because of COVID, we're going in and completely reshaping the model. We're transitioning conference rooms into multi-person workspaces we're putting 2, 3, 4 people into a conference room, spaced out safely so that we can accommodate the workforce when people do need to remain in the office and they don't have the ability to work from home. And so what I do is help plan out everything from the conceptual design to the actual furniture needed to accommodate that space, even plan out where you need to potentially put additional electrical outlets on the plan to make sure that the workspace is functional and ready for action. Higher education is a huge thing for us at Stamford Office Furniture. Fairfield University, Vassar, University of Bridgeport, those are all clients of ours. And as far as financial and trading, that's huge in our area, as I'm sure you guys know. And we have quite a few clients at Stamford Office Furniture. Myself personally, that's one of my biggest areas. And with COVID, the largest area of transition that we've seen in both of these markets is protective measures, including divider screens, sanitation stations, and spacing out stations. So completely reconfiguring the workspace. And that's something at SOF we have the ability to do, whether it's utilizing our third-party vendors, doing all of the space planning, as I mentioned, and because we work with over 200 different vendors, we're really able to do it at any price point that you need. So I want to touch on a little work from home here. With the new normal, everyone's favorite term in 2020, it seems like it's going to be sticking around for a little while. It's a new frontier for many, but it's no stranger to me, as I did a lot of work from home stuff when I worked at Design Within Reach, doing residential design. So just because you're working from home doesn't mean that you should sacrifice the importance of ergonomic ideals that were hopefully in place in your office. So the proper setup leads to increased productivity, increased creativity, and increased profits, which is something that everyone should want for their business. So I just want to touch on a couple of things for everyone that's working from home to keep in mind. So this is a little learning moment here. Upper back pain and stiffness or soreness in the extremities and eye strain are the most common types of pain associated with office work and working from home. So back pain really comes from your posture. You need to make sure that you're sitting in the proper chair. And this also can lead to, there's a lot of factors that can cause back pain: posture, obesity, smoking, stress, repetitive motion, all of those things. We spend the workday typically working on computers, then we go home to do personal work on the computer, texting on our phone. We don't give our bodies enough time to recover. So
Sydney, I got to give you 2 minutes, okay?
You got it. I'm almost done, actually.
Thanks.
So I want you to think about this. We need to make sure that we're supporting our head when we're working from home. When you think about it, our heads weigh as much as a bowling ball. So it's easy to see why leaning forward when you're sitting at a desk can cause extra strain. And the head should always be in line with the spine rather than leaning forward. So I want you to think about holding a bowling ball and holding it forward in your hand so you're at an angle. You can see how this would cause a lot of strain in your arm at a 45-degree angle. But when you hold it up straight, you'd be able to endure that for a long time. The correct location of your monitor or your laptop will ensure that your spine can actually endure an 8-hour day sitting at your desk. So I want you to just consider when you're working, lifting your laptop up so that you have a straight line connecting your eyes to your monitor, or even using a monitor arm when you're working at home. And then also supporting your arms. And this is something I'm going to have everyone do a little audience participation here. When unsupported for a long time, your arms can cause your neck and back muscles to tighten. We also don't want your arms to be partially supported when there's sharp edge or pressure from your desk or your tabletop, your, your dining room table, which is what I'm sitting at. Finding even support that distributes the contact pressure along the whole forearm is really the best to relieve pain in the arms, neck, and back muscles. So I want everyone to shrug your shoulders up as high as you can and hold that position for 10 seconds while stretching your arms out in front of you. How long do you think you can hold that position? It's really not comfortable. When your arms are not supported in neutral position, the smaller arm muscles and your shoulder muscles in your neck will overwork to compensate. because things in our bodies are connected, this can lead to nerve discomfort over a prolonged period of time. So all of these things are really important to consider no matter where you're working from, and Stamford Office Furniture can help sort out all of these little idiosyncrasies that you don't really think about. So that's all that I've got. I know there was a lot that I covered there, but thank you.
That was great, Sydney. Thank you. You're right. Selling this stuff and helping your clients is in your blood. So we're glad to have you. We've got time for a question. If anybody has one, jump in, please.
How important are standing desks?
I personally think that they're extremely important. There's a 20-20-20 rule, which means that you should sit for 20 minutes, stand for 20 minutes, and every 20 minutes you should be, or every 20 seconds, excuse me, you should break contact with your screen. But we live more sedentary lives than we ever did before. So, you know, the rate of obesity in our country is incredibly high. So, you know, even if you don't have the ability to incorporate a sit-to-stand desk in your office, which they're extremely affordable now, by the way, if you are buying 2 new tires for your desk, or for your car, excuse me, you can afford a sit-to-stand desk for your home. And you're gonna use the sit-to-stand desk for a whole lot longer than 2 tires. But even if you can't afford it, getting up and moving around for 5 minutes, every 20 minutes, set an alarm on your phone. It's incredibly crucial to your health.
This is true. All right, guys, thank you all very much. Thank you, Sydney. Nice job this morning.